I've been sitting on this for a very long time. It's been a month, and my darling beloved Ace Attorney, how I really, really missed you. Best part is, I still remember what we were doing. We just finished the flashback, too. And right, we're now investigating the fact that a body just showed up. Gotta say, Malzarino, it's been about a month. We haven't found anything. In fact, you missed Halloween. You'd kind of been standing there for like a solid month not doing anything. We thought something was wrong, so we kind of just, I don't know. What? Oh, sorry, I was deep in thought. For a month? Yep. And that's pretty much how things went down. Those are the facts of IS-7 as far as I'm concerned. I'm finally learning the truth about my father's last case.
So what happened at the trial?
Well, we lost. Von Kama did a real number on us.
Really? You couldn't prove that Mr. Tangaroa was innocent?
Oh, we could prove it all right. Had a decent little pile of evidence in our favor. Problem was, we underestimated Von Kama. He fought even dirtier than we feared.
I can imagine. Secure a conviction at all costs. That was always his guiding principle.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Anywho, the trial dragged on and on. Whole thing took about a year in the end. I'll never forget the day the verdict came down. December 28th that following year.
It's April now, so
Ooh, mama, we're talking about 17 years ago. Time sure does fly, huh?
December 28th. I was there that day, 17 years ago, sitting in the courtroom gallery.
Just before the trial got started, Gregory noticed that Samson was looking even worse than usual. Turns out the poor guy had finally reached his limit. It was so bad, he even said he wanted to be found guilty.
That's what I was afraid of. Von Karma basically did the American system and broke a man down until he convinced himself he was guilty of a crime that he didn't commit.
Wait, you mean they forced a confession out of him?
Yeah, Von Karma got what he'd been pushing for from the very beginning. And when Gregory tried to drop the bombshell about there being no body to speak of, he learned that Von Karma had used the power of the police to head him off at the pass. He even had himself a fake autopsy report, but that wasn't the end of it. Von Karma had gotten Samson to falsely testify against himself to being an accessory to murder in court. Combined with his confession, the poor guy's goose was well and truly cooked. But Gregory still had his ace in the hole, though.
The same ace he asked Detective Bad to help him with?
Exactamundo. He knew he needed one last card to play if they squeezed a confession out of Samson. So, he had Bad record all of Samson's interrogations.
I guess Detective Bad really wanted to know the truth too, huh?
We all did. But he was a trooper. Stayed with the case even after Von Karma took him off of it.
That's because Detective Bad actually gives a damn.
He was tied up in some other big case too. Good old Bad. They don't make him like that anymore.
Oh man, looking at him in his suit looks so good.
Anyway, Gregory presented the recordings as proof that Samson's confession was coerced. And you know what? It almost worked.
A cop named Ian Sideman got fired. Ian Sideman. Ian Inside Man. We're having this serious conversation and you throw a character pun at me. God damn, I know it's been a month. I fucking missed you, Ace Attorney.
Samson's interrogator and the initial detective before Bad. He took the fall for pretty much the whole thing. But Von Karma didn't get away scot-free. In fact, he was disciplined by the chief prosecutor. For the one and only time in his 40-year career.
Still, Samson himself couldn't stomach another day in court. So when that guilty verdict came down, it didn't just signal the end of that day, but of the whole sad affair.
I don't remember a lot myself, but my father's face when they declared Mr. Tangaroa guilty. I was a young child at the time, but even I could tell how much he was hurting inside.
Gregory wanted to appeal the ruling, of course. He would have done anything to clear Samson's name. But then... well... you know what happened next. Poor guy. He never got the chance. Yeah. I should have left with him that day. I'll always blame myself for not doing that. But I shoved that aside and obsessed over something else instead. Or rather, someone else. I hated what you did. Hated you for choosing to stick with Von Karma. I hope you can forgive me.
You're already forgiven, Fender. No, you had every right to hate me. I went on to become a prosecutor as planned, and that's when Mr. Von Karma showed me this case file. According to these records, Mr. Tangaroa was convicted as the main culprit in Mr. Frost's murder.
Nope. That's not right. Samson was convicted as an accessory to murder. What? Huh?
Strange. The file clearly states that he was the perpetrator. Plus, I'm fairly certain that all of Mr. Von Karma's cases were successfully solved.
You mind if I take a peek at those? This file's been doctored. The part about the verdict. It's been changed. What? Here, feast your peepers on this.
Samson Tangaroa, age 39, organizer of confectionery contest. Victim's body was found inside one of his creations leading to his arrest. While in detention, Mr. Tangaroa discovered that he had a taste disorder, which was subsequently cured via medication. Verdict: convicted as an accomplice based on his convicted as an accomplice?
That's a copy of the file they have on record at the courthouse.
Then why is my copy so different?
Well, you said it came from Von Karma, yeah?
Of course. His habit of doctoring everything. Of course, even he would doctor those files.
My guess is he didn't want Gregory's son thinking there was a murderer out there still at large. Didn't want you looking into it again before the statute of limitations was up.
Son of a bitch. So everything I believed about the case was a lie.
Like they all say, we all gotta start somewhere. What's important is you know what's the what now. The statute of limitations may have run out, but the truth's still out there, you know. I inherited Samson's case when your old man passed. Prosecution handed it off to somebody else, too. The great Von Karma wasn't going to bother facing off against a rookie like me, was he? Anyway, long story short, the killer was never found, and Samson was found guilty instead.
That's terrible. Is there really nothing we can do to help him?
Not without the real burp, I'm afraid. Until then, his confession stands. Speaking of which, I didn't find out until after the verdict had been handed down, but Von Karma had threatened Samson and made him a deal.
Fucking course he did.
Told him if he didn't confess, he'd make sure Judy was convicted instead.
Fucking... How could he?
Samson knew there was no way Judy could have done it, of course. But he wasn't going to take any chances. So, he did what he was told and confessed to keep her safe.
Christ!
Now,
Riddle me this, Milesy boy. Why do you think your Uncle Eddie just happened to be in the prison the day Bronco Knight died?
Oh.
That's right!
You were there to see Mr. Tangaroa.
Bingo! Judy and I both promised we'd visit him every day. I didn't quite keep the promise. But Judy did. She never missed one visit in all these years. Come rain or shine, she always showed up. But none of that changes the fact that Samson is still being unduly punished day after day.
How heartbreaking. We've got to do something, Mr. Fender.
Well, kiddo, that's actually why we came here. The ice sculptures are back on display just like they were all those years ago. And we are gonna see what we can find out. Right, Miserino?
I'm a prosecutor, Fender. I don't look at these things in the same way as you or my father.
Miles.
But that doesn't matter right now. Speaking not as a prosecutor, but as Miles Edgeworth. I want to know the truth behind both of these cases. And I'm not leaving until I do.
You really are old Gregory's son, through and through. Alrighty then. Now that that's sorted, we can really get to work. Good thing I brought the IS-7 case file and evidence with me today, huh? Here, documents first. Who doesn't love paperwork, am I right? The parts in red ink are my annotations.
Okay, first off, fucking thank you. We got a summary of the IS-7 incident case file, but the actual right one. Thank you, Fender.
And here's some evidence for you. Enjoy! There's quite a few, so I think I meant to scope them out if I were you.
A small mountain of evidence from the IS-7 incident received. Yes. I see. I'll take a look at them in a bit.
You know, our current case is just full of loose threads, too, come to think of it.
Indeed. The key players of that incident 18 years ago, who just happened to get caught up in another incident. The ice sculptures in the Winter Wing that are perfect replicas of the one from 18 years ago. The poison gas attack in the Autumn Wing, which has been disguised to look like the Winter Wing. The two chemicals that were found inside the Pisces statue's display case, ubiquium and asphyxian, that form a poisonous gas when mixed together. The victim of the gas attack, Carmela Gusto, who is no stranger to the events of 18 years ago, and who is still unconscious and undergoing treatment in the medical room. And finally, we come to the body floating face down in the fountain. And the fact that the ice sculptures have melted, just as they did all those years ago. The events of the present day would appear to be intimately linked with the events of the past, which means they may be able to help us learn more about what happened 18 years ago.
Sounds good to me. Let's get investigating.
Objection!
Oh. Hi, Eustace. How are you? My ahoge wearing... I don't know, can you wield an ahoge? I don't know. You're not a Danganronpa protagonist.
Oh, no, you don't. Aren't you forgetting somebody? I could have sworn this is my investigation. Eustace is quite right. I do hope you aren't intending to obstruct him in his duties, Mr. Edgeworth. I would hate to have to add a guilty to my report to the committee.
What am I guilty of now? Of course not. I'm simply offering once again to do what I can to help with this investigation.
Your offer is duly noted. And duly declined. Oof, she isn't pulling any punches. The identity of the body from the fountain is currently being ascertained. It is only a matter of time until we have all the information we need.
Perhaps I can help you speed that process along. I think I have an idea of who our mystery victim might be.
What? Really? Oh, then you have to tell me. It's the law.
Very well. Maybe it just isn't the ice sculptures that have resurfaced after 18 years. The body in the fountain may also be a visitor from the past. Oh, what's his name? Mr. Frost? Maybe it's Mr. Frost. I mean, think about it. We never discovered where his body was. So, this is gonna sound really stupid. What if his body was perfectly encased in ice? And then whenever it was time to reveal where the body was, plop it down.
Take that!
I believe the body in the fountain is that of the man who was murdered here 18 years ago. Mr. Artie Frost.
What? You think that was poor Chillywinks?
Chillywinks?
Wait. Who the heck is Chillywinks? Artie, whatever it is you're talking about.
Artie Frost was a famous sculptor, Eustace, although he was better known as Paul Halik. The sculptures on display here are all of his works.
No way. Sounds like he did well for himself. Always good to encounter a fellow winner.
Mr. Frost was also the victim in the IS-7 incident.
Judge Gavale knows about the IS-7 incident?
Mr. Edgeworth, the IS-7 incident is an 18-year-old case. And according to police records, the victim's body was recovered and an autopsy duly carried out.
Sure, that's what the records say, but the records can't always be trusted.
What are you insinuating?
Then while the records say stuff like, body totally recovered, the defense back then begged to differ. Not that it stopped the prosecution from shutting them down hard, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, this is winner. What? Really?
What is it, Eustace?
The body. We've got an ID.
Oh.
Some sculptor called Frost or something. So I guess Edgeworth called it?
Goddess of Justice!
So my father's deductions were right all along. Well, yeah, because he actually gave a damn. Well, Judge Gavale, I'd say this changes things, wouldn't you? Perhaps now you'll admit that I might be of use to this case? More than a certain junior prosecutor, anyway?
No fair! You're trying to steal the whim!
I'm doing no such thing. All I want is to uncover the truth. And if we're going to get to the bottom of what happened here, we'll need to work together.
We do not need to do anything, and you do not need to know the truth. This case is none of your concern.
Objection!
Bullshit! Whoa there, Judge G. I think you might be wrong about that.
Another of your interruptions, Mr. Fender.
Yep, see, I was on the defense team for IS-7, so this case is very much my concern. I was one of the pesky kids pushing the theory that the body had actually gone missing. The prosecutor at that time may have brushed us off, but you can't deny the testimony of your eyes. Or to put it a little more bluntly, the prosecution's case was rotten from the ground up. When there's been a miscarriage of justice caused by the prosecution, it's the committee's job to fix it, no? And who better to help you unpick the mess than someone who was there at the time? Unless you have an ulterior motive.
Judge Gavale seems to know the facts of the IS-7 incident in some detail. In which case, I suspect she must be here on the committee's behalf.
Your connection to the case is noted, Mr. Fender, but I fail to see how it concerns Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, don't even get me started. He's the son of the original defense attorney and the protege of the case's lead prosecutor. And if that's not enough for you, he was at the trial, too. I think it's just possible he might have a little something to bring to the table, don't you?
Very well. You may both assist in the investigation.
but only if you refrain from interfering with the work of others. The winter wing is off limits for now. This room, however, is all yours.
Alrighty! Great to hear we're on the same wavelength, G.
Don't ever call me that.
Why don't we bring it in to show we're all on the side of justice?
Do not test me, Mr. Fender. Your permission to investigate can be revoked at any time.
Duly noted, Your Honor.
This is a turner for the books, huh, Milesy? We get to do our thing after all.
Hell yeah! Thanks to your immeasurable help, as always.
No sweat. Besides, I was mostly doing it for me. Okay, I'll be investigating my own thing. So, just holler if you need something interesting. Or if you find something interesting.
I will. Oh, that was satisfying. Well, okay. Shall we?
Heck yeah! Let the investigation commence.
We're still unclear on two key facts. How Mr. Frost's body came to be where we found it, and the source of the ubiquium.
Oh, you're right. We need some more intel.
Indeed. Let's focus on the ubiquium first and foremost.
It's used in stuff like dish soap and paint, right?
Correct. It's also bright red in color and has a distinctive minty fragrance.
Okay, a red liquid with minty fragrance, and it's used in soaps and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at my, let's see if it's used in soaps and stuff. I'm gonna have to look at the, Okay, there's my logic piece.
Okay, sounds like we know what we're looking for.
Alright. Alright, so let's see the updated information. Oh, perfect. Let's see. Location, Samson Tangaroa's mansion, Tangaroa's room, date December 24th, 18 years ago. Murder weapon, rock salt lamp. Prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. Defense attorney, Gregory Edgeworth. Notes, statute of limitation expired 3 years ago on December 24th. Okay, organizer of confectionery contest. Okay, so we already convicted as an accomplice based on his confession. We read that. Let's see. Artie Frost, age 38. Also known as Paul Halik, under which name he was a renowned sculptor in France. Contestant in the confectionery contest. Body was discovered in Tangaroa's room. Cause of death was blood loss following a blow to the head. No detailed autopsy report due to the body going missing. And then there's the picture of the body. Okay. Let's see. Pamphlet, winter wing photo, used blowtorch, luminous cloth, Pisces statue sketch. Let's see. Ultimate cookbook, frame finger marks, salt lamp, and the family photo. Okay, so we managed to get a good portion of our, okay. Well, let's talk.
There's some kind of connection between our case and the IS-7 incident, isn't there, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's still too early to say for sure, but I find it hard to believe there's no connection at all.
And IS-7 was your dad's case, right? So this can't be a coincidence. It's gotta be fate! The truth is ours for the taking, so let's go grab it and solve both cases at once.
I appreciate the sentiment. I think our first order of business should be to find out where the ubiquium came from.
Gotcha! The red liquid with the minty smell. Let's ask around and see if anybody has any clues to offer.
Right. I don't want to fuck this up.
Okay.
The body's been taken back to the lab, sir. Autopsy's underway. And how's the rest of the fountain looking? Rather beautiful, actually, sir. The water is crystal clear and kinda soothing. Almost as if there wasn't a body floating in it not so long ago.
Actually, I would say you need to test that water, make sure that it's actually safe, because the one thing you want to make sure of is you got to make sure that there's no, like... Well, if it's a body from 18 years ago, then, like, I'm just saying, there might be some unhealthy rot material in the water that could potentially poison people? Fuck, I don't know.
Hello there, dearie. Still investigating away, are you? Found anything interesting?
No, dearie. Well, nothing much anyway.
Silly girl, that wasn't a dearie moment. That was more of a lambkin.
Sweet
sweetheart is for when you're being sympathetic, of course. And treasure is for when you're in a tease. Or when they're in a tease. Love is for people you're not that keen on, and petal you use when you... Am I supposed to take notes on this? Do I need to take notes on this? When you're not that keen on, and petal for you use when you're trying to get someone's attention.
Wow, I didn't realize there were so many rules. Mr. Edgeworth, Petal, I hope you're getting all this down.
Don't even try it, Kay.
Oh, dearie me. It's a sculpture of a brave warrior battling against a serpent. Did Paul Halik make this one too, Mr. Edgeworth?
He did. It seems he was fascinated by fantasy and mythology when he was a young man. This piece embodies the tragic yet gritty determination of the young as they face an impossible situation. It's called the math test.
Talk about relatable.
God damn it.
Statues of a man and woman in old-timey clothes. Did Paul Halik make these as well?
Yes, it seems he created them later in his life once he had begun to make a name for himself. His wife pushed him to sculpt the two of them as ancient gods, and he couldn't say no to his beloved. The title is The Beautiful Goddess Venus and Her Humble Servant.
Wow, talk about putting your goddess on a literal pedestal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I see you up there, Larry.
It's a man with a moon-shaped head and a woman with a sun-shaped head. The man's got a real pained look in his eyes, though. Is this another Paul Halik piece?
Yes, from his younger years, when he was something of a dreamer. He depicted those closest to him by means of a motif taken from nature. The piece is titled, My Parents.
Guess the mom shone brightest in that house.
Huh. Miss Bound's tea set is laid out neatly on the serving cart.
The pamphlet says the gallery is famous for its tea.
Understandably so. That cup we were given was delicious.
Looks like all this stuff was designed by Mr. Frost.
Interesting. In that case, I think we'd better take a closer look. Well, first things first, this got my attention immediately. A caddy containing Ceylon tea leaves. It's a well-crafted tin canister designed to prevent moisture and sunlight from damaging its contents. Not a bad thing to use considering the quality of the blend Miss Bound serves. Okay. The tablecloth draped over the cart is pure white and completely spotless.
And it's just waiting for me to grab it by the edge, to my mind, and whoosh!
Okay. I cannot stress enough how bad of an idea that would be.
Oh, come on! What's the worst that could happen?
A mess.
I mean, even if it does go all sideways, we'll just wind up with a cool tea-colored tie-dye.
Yes, well, I'd rather it remained white. Plus, I don't think Miss Bound would appreciate us meddling with it.
Really? But there's so many other colors that would totally work. Pink, sky blue, tea leaves brown.
So this dishware was made by Artie Frost.
It looks very fancy.
Oh, it is. I'm willing to bet that this set can fetch something in the thousands of dollars. So, let's try not to touch any of it unless we absolutely have to.
Oh, this stuff's really worth that much?
Kay, no.
Okay, yes.
Stop it, Kay. I can see your eyes lighting up. Miss Bound must really be a fan of Mr. Frost, like Fender said, to still have this. Ah, teapot data.
Hey, Edgy!
What is it?
You be careful with that teapot, you hear?
Why is Larry so concerned all of a sudden? Oh.
Honored guests, I can pour you a cup if you like.
Miss Bound.
Judy! I'm good, thanks. No tea for me. You two knock yourselves out.
Thank you for the offer. Yes, why not? A quick break won't hurt.
2 cups coming right up. Tea.
Oh my god, just look at those two.
This smells great. Wow! It tastes even better than it smells. What type of tea is this, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's Ceylon, I believe. It's usually identifiable by its citrus aroma, but... Miss Bound, is that the same blend you served this morning?
Why, yes. Is it all right? There isn't anything wrong with it, is there?
Oh, no, not at all. It's just that the cup you gave me earlier had a slightly different aroma. Uh-oh.
Really? That's odd. I used the exact same blend both times. I can't see what could account for the difference.
Hey, what's the big idea? Quit being mean about Judy's tea, will you?
What's gotten under your skin, Larry?
Nothing! You're just rude, that's all. You don't even try to call me by the right name. It's Larice Dunham, dang it! You know what? I'm done. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Well, that was childish, even for him.
Wow! What happened there?
Let's ask him about it later, shall we? Talking to Miss Bound is more of a priority right now. We may not have any evidence to prove that she's the culprit, but it does seem likely that the poison gas was her doing. Possibly, but why? Actually, wait a minute.
No. Okay. Alright. What the?
Is there a tea?
Okay.
Where were you before you rejoined us here, Miss Bound?
I had to go tell our visitors we're closed. Oh, and had a little something in apology. Was there something you wanted to talk to me about?
Yes, a few things, actually. Not least of all, the fact that I think you might be the one who set the poison gas trap. The original ice sculptures melted 18 years ago, correct? How did you manage to recreate them?
Oh, you know about what happened back then? In that case, you might also know that I took pictures of them during the contest. I commissioned the creation of a set of replicas based on those photographs for this current exhibit.
Oh. But why go through the trouble of creating replicas?
Mr. Frost's Zodiac series was this great unfinished masterwork. I wanted to see it completed at last. Or rather, recompleted. It was my fault that the original set melted in the first place, after all.
I see. And is there any particular reason why the winter and autumn wings look so similar?
Oh my! You really think they look alike? Perhaps I used some of the decorations from one and the other by accident?
She's clearly lying. But I don't have the evidence to prove it just yet. Okay, so let's gather more evidence. What the hell is this?
Hey there, Malzarino. What's the situation with the investigation?
Things are progressing. I think a fuller picture of what happened is beginning to emerge.
Good to hear. Guess I better step my game too then.
I missed your theme, Eddie.
Wait.
There it is. This case seems to have a lot in common with the incident from 18 years ago.
And how? It's got the lot. Melting statues and the winter wing and even the murder victim's body.
But how did nobody ever figure out that the body has gone missing?
Frost had no family apart from his son. And well, the kid kinda vanished. Nobody's seen him since around the time of the incident. Gusto's son too. Him and his best pal from school both just up and disappeared.
What? And they were never found?
Gusto's body wasn't. Or Gusto's boy wasn't. Not as far as I heard, anyhow. Guess Frost's kid turned up in the end, though. He collected his inheritance at some point. But yeah, with no family around just after the incident, Frost got no funeral. No nothing. So, no need for the police to release the body. No need for anybody to find out they didn't have it. They filed their fake autopsy report and nobody was any the wiser. Well, almost nobody.
I still can't believe Mr. Von Kammel would have stooped so low. Edgeworth! That man is a literal monster! From the color and aroma, I'd say this is a puddle of spilt tea.
And look, there's a small chunk of ceramic in it.
Found in a puddle of tea. The design looks familiar.
I guess somebody must have broke something.
I know that insignia. And a certain high-strung somebody just might know a little something too. Yeah. A certain high-strung somebody. Larry?
Mr. Winter was very clear that you're only allowed to investigate in this room. So I'm afraid I can't let you pass. Sorry, sir.
It wouldn't make much difference if you did, officer. You're standing in front of a wall.
Oh, but we all know a few bricks won't stop you, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, sir.
Wow. He actually sounds kind of scared of you.
Just what kind of reputation do I have down at the precinct?
Oh, I have no idea who could spread such rumors about you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Damn it, Gumshoe.
Seems the police have already removed the body.
But why'd the body of a victim from 18 years ago turn up in this fountain? And why wasn't it all rotten and stuff? Did it slowly shuffle its way here?
Need I remind you that zombies aren't real? It seems likely that the body was preserved somehow.
Really? Is that even possible? Hey, Mr. Forensics guy, anything to report?
Yes, ma'am. Traces of both ubiquium and asphyxium have been detected in the fountain.
I'm gonna say they're probably carried here by the stream from the autumn wing.
In addition to those two chemicals, there's also a large amount of sugar. The composition of the sugar is being analyzed as we speak.
There's sugar in the fountain? Where would it have even come from? Sugar in the fountain? Do you mind, Mr. Winner? You're in my way.
I do mind, actually, and I'm not going anywhere. You'll just have to go around me. Well, we just thought you might want to move to a better spot, that's all. What better spot? I demand you show it to me at once.
Is that really all it takes to make you do whatever we want? Probably.
Don't think you've gotten away with anything, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be reporting your actions to the committee.
That threat is starting to lose its weight. Do whatever you need to do, Judge Gavel.
And we'll do the same. You are the self-styled great thief, correct? Mr. Edgeworth's association with such a character will be of interest to the committee too, of course. Go ahead and report me to your stupid committee. I'll be the toast of the thieving community.
It looks like Judge Gavel will have to think up some new threats if she wants to intimidate Kay.
Good job, Kay. You're getting a cookie later.
I'm going to keep this simple, Larry. You're hiding something, so tell me what it is.
Oh, quit it with the glare off, you two. It's weird.
Oh, come on, Kay, you know me better than that. I wasn't staring. I was struck by an idea for a picture. Now, Edgy, he was glaring.
Yes, and I'll keep glaring at you until you tell us what it is you're hiding.
Quit it! I already told you, I'm not talking to you anymore.
You're talking to me right now.
I mean, from now on, I'm not talking to you ever again. Starting now.
This is getting me nowhere. I suppose I'll have to figure out what he's hiding first before I can get the whole truth out of him. What are you hiding? Come on, Larry, what are you hiding?
Not saying.
you two. This is no time for kids' games.
They're being literal toddlers. I love this. Well, I certainly wasn't playing.
It's pretty clear Larice isn't going to talk to you.
Oh, he'll talk. Don't you worry about that. I need to know what Larry is hiding, and I think I might have an idea of what it is. Perhaps presenting him with the right piece of evidence will force him to come clean.
Hey, Larry, did you drop the tea?
Would you mind taking a look at this for me, Larry?
Why would you show me that?
Tell me, what is it about Miss Bound's tea set that's got you so agitated? If you won't tell me, then perhaps you'd prefer to explain to Judge Gavel?
Wait! Don't make me look bad in front of Verity. She thinks I'm a sensible, cool, clean cut guy.
No, I don't.
I don't want her to see the real me. The real low-down, dirty me.
I'm not so sure anybody here thinks you're particularly clean-cut, Larry. But if you don't want her to think badly of you, the best thing you can do is talk to me.
Hey, all right, I'll talk.
There we go. We got you. All right, Larry. Enough is enough. Now confess.
Is this any way you treat your best friend, Edgy?
Is this any way for you treat yours? By lying to him? Hiding things?
Get the picture already, so stop glaring at me like that. I'll tell you everything, okay? Earlier, I thought Verity might like a cup of tea, so I went to pour one for her. But I got distracted and my hand slipped and smash. I broke the teapot. A priceless work of art. It's in pieces because of me.
No words exist to describe how far away I saw this coming from.
Ouch! You really messed up this time, Larice.
See, Edgy? Everyone's gonna think less of me now. Judy's never going to forgive me for this.
Crying to me won't do you any good. I think you need to apologize to Miss Bound.
My teapot. I see.
I'm sorry, Judy. I'm so sorry. I don't have any money, but I'll paint your portrait. I'll paint you 50 portraits.
Please, Mr. Dunham. It's really me who should be apologizing. How could I have failed to notice that there were broken pieces of ceramics on the floor? Somebody could have been hurt. Here, let me make sure that's safely disposed of.
The teapot in question was designed by Artie Frost, correct? I understand it was something you've long treasured. You must be upset.
Oh, I am. But of course, all things break eventually. And as luck would have it, I have another identical teapot. It's far from the end of the world.
Is she less attached to Mr. Frost's work than she used to be?
I can't believe this, Judy. You're the sweetest, the kindest. And this other teapot you're talking about, it's the one sitting on top of the cart right now, right?
What do you mean?
Yeah, so when I smashed the first one, I tried to hide the pieces in the bottom of the cart. And that's when I saw that other pot under there, so I took it out and basically switched the two pots.
Oh!
Oh! I see.
Yep, and that's everything I have to tell you.
Oh! That's why they tasted different! There were two separate teapots with different types of tea in them. Or wait a minute, no. Oh! Okay.
And that's everything I have to tell you. I'll be extra careful not to break the other one, I promise.
You have no shame whatsoever, do you?
I'm sorry.
It's really quite all right. Thank you for being so honest.
See, Edgy, isn't Judy the absolute best?
I trust you won't take advantage of her kindness and will make amends somehow?
Oh, I sure will. Once I make it as an artist, I'm gonna give her one of my paintings. She was one of my models after all. It's only fair.
At this rate, I suspect he's likely to make more trouble than amends. Don't you think it would be better for you to keep out of her way for a very long while?
Oh, but I will be keeping out of her way, because I sketched her and the others already.
Her and the others?
Came to see my work, huh? Yeah, I drew a few great sketches of some ravishing beauties. Wanna see?
Interested in Larissa's ravishing beauties, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm afraid you're greatly misjudged, Kay. I simply wish to see if Larry has captured any unusual details this time, too. I like how, at this point, we are in agreement that Larry's a talented enough artist to where, like, his art can actually be used as evidence, possibly.
Unusual details? Nothing's unusual about these. They're my best work yet.
Really? No, I want to see them too.
Aw, you're a sweetheart, Kay. All right, let me dig them out for you. Give me a sec, okay?
I suppose we might as well take a look. Alright, show me what you got, Larry. So, these sketches of yours.
Seriously, Edgy, if you want to check out my art, you should have said so from the get-go. Here, feast your eyes on this.
Holy crap, my God, Larry! Look at how great your art is, my dude! Also, are we not gonna talk about how Miss Scone apparently discovered something in the water? Wait, isn't that one of the luminous cloths? Oh my God, I freaking love you, Larry. Your art is really... God, I'm envious of Larry. What am I looking at here?
I told you already, ravishing beauties.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Just a few of the fair faces that have caught my eye since I've been here, you know? There's Verity and Judy and, somebody else.
That's Delisha Scone.
Why'd you draw them all over on the same page?
Well, I meant to draw the room at first, just something to pass the time. And then I saw one beauty and another, and well, I just scribbled them all down as I went.
So these were all drawn at different times?
Huh? Yeah, I guess. I did one of you too, Kay. You're on a different page, though.
Wow, you did? I'm flattered.
How true to life are these sketches? Did you only draw what you actually saw?
I mean, of course. You think I draw things I can't see? Like, using my imagination? Nope, these are 100% true to life, right down to the exact shade of each color.
So the colors are accurate. Interesting. Well, we see the table that's got the chocolate sweets that, Judy makes that, Tangaroa likes. God damn, though. Fucking... Larry, your art skill, my God. You could make a killing with commission work, my dude. Much as it pains me to admit it, Larry may have provided me with a useful piece of evidence yet again. The serving cart in the sketch, for example, if I compare it to the one here in the room, there's a clear contradiction between the two. I think a little deduction is in order. Could I borrow this page for a while, Larry?
Sure thing. You want me to sign it for you?
Just the page, please. Sketches depicting exactly what Larry saw. Frickin' Larry, my God, man. Wait, can we see the sketch you did of Kay, please? Okay. I guess we won't look at it then. All right. Let me look at this again. Yeah, I think that is the blue luminous cloth that Scone is pulling out of the fountain. God dang. Larry, my God, man, you're good at this. Eureka! Larry, could I ask you something about your sketches?
Huh? Fascinated by the work of the great Larice Dunham, huh? It's the composition, right?
Well, not exactly. This light blue tablecloth. You painted that exactly as you saw it, correct?
I already told you. Everything is exactly as I saw it.
But the tablecloth on the cart here in this room is white.
Wow. Your head's so full of crazy theories, the simple stuff just passes you right by, huh?
Yeah, what's that look for?
Listen, just before I drew that sketch, I was in the middle of some business with the cart with the tea set on it, okay?
Okay.
What kind of business? That's right. It was the hiding the pieces of the teapot I smashed kind.
That's nothing to boast about.
Anyway, I was still in the middle of cleaning it all up when Judy came out of the winter wing. I didn't want to get busted for breaking the pot, so I quickly dove out of sight.
Ah. Wait. Miss Bound came out of the winter wing?
Yeah, and she was pushing a cart, a different one. That's the one with the light blue tablecloth on it that I drew.
Oh. And what did she do with this second serving cart?
Well, I saw her wheel it into the summer wing, but I don't know what happened to it after that. When she came back out, she was pushing one of those other carts, the kind you can lift stuff with.
A lift cart?
Yeah, so I called out to her, but she just ran off and left it behind. Never had her down as a shy type, but it just goes to show, you never know.
Another serving cart and a lift cart.
Is there maybe another tea set too?
We'd better check with Miss Bound. Ooh. God dang it, Larry, you're stuck. Wait a minute, isn't that the cart? Why is there a lift cart just sitting out here in the open?
Guess somebody must have been moving something heavy.
The top of the platform seems to be wet.
You know, I got a funny feeling I've seen this thing somewhere before.
You mean like 18 years ago?
Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. I last saw it in Frost's room. He must have used it to move the ice sculptures around.
Oh my god, I didn't catch that. Oh my god, I didn't catch that. That would explain why. Okay,
Yeah, that's how they move the ice sculpture.
Okay.
It's one of those fancy numbers where you can change not only the platform's height, but even its angle. If you had one of these, you could move giant lumps of ice around, no sweat.
Used by Frost to transport ice 18 years ago. The top of the platform is wet.
Oh, just think of the possibilities. I could really use one of these.
Still doesn't explain what it's doing here, though. Bit of a head scratcher, but we should give it a think, yeah?
Indeed. After all, it just might have something to do with our case.
Oh.
Judy? I'd like to have a discussion with you, Judy. Are there two serving carts here at the gallery, Miss Bound?
Yes. Why do you ask?
A certain so-called artist showed us this sketch. I couldn't help but notice the color of the tablecloth. It's light blue.
Light blue? I'm afraid your friend must be mistaken. I only use white tablecloths, freshly laundered and starched. Like the perfect twinkle-free one on the card here in the fountain room, right? Exactly. If I saw so much as a blemish, I would replace it right away.
Could the color of the tablecloth in this sketch simply be a mistake on Larry's part? Do you have any idea what you might have been doing when this sketch was drawn?
Let me see. I appear to be carrying out my usual duties.
I'd like to ask you a little more about these duties, if I may. What exactly were you doing when this sketch was drawn? Because from what I can see, your card doesn't have a tea set on it.
I was delivering some chocolates to the investigating officers.
Oh.
Aw, I'm jealous. I love chocolate. Well, there were a few left over, so here, for you both. I made them myself. I hope you like them. Woohoo! Thanks, Miss Bound.
Well, why not? They're a little melted, but I suppose that's because they've been sitting around in her pocket. Okay, made by a bound, slightly melted after being kept in her pocket. I'm a little bit worried. I do not want to accuse Judy. I really do not want to accuse her of murder, but there are some things that are starting to kind of connect in my head. And this combination of ubiquium and asphyxium. What would happen if we ingested them both by accident? Through other means.
They're super sweet. I love them. I'm very glad to hear it.
They may not be the prettiest, but I'm grateful for the energy boost nonetheless. Although perhaps they could do with a little less sugar. I just don't like where this is going. And this lift cart. I heard it was in use 18 years ago, too.
That's right. It was in another room earlier until I brought it out here. It's very useful for moving large, heavy objects around.
But why is it wet? Was it used to carry something wet? Let's see, I got 3 pieces. Minty fragrance, switch teapots. Yes! I suspect the difference in aroma we noticed is due to the teapots having been switched.
You do?
I can't see what else it could have been. The tea itself hadn't changed. Why don't we ask Miss Bound just to be sure? Miss Bound, the difference in aroma we noticed, do you think it could have been because of the different teapot?
I suppose so.
My cup just now had a subtle minty scent, rather like uva tea. Okay.
Oh, I just remembered. I made some peppermint tea in that pot only yesterday. That must be where the minty aroma is coming from.
Could that really be it?
Oh, okay!
The tea from the teapot Larry switched in from under the cart smelled faintly of mint.
Right. Miss Bound said that she used that pot to make peppermint tea yesterday.
Yes, but there's something else that's been troubling me. Miss Bound seemed more taken aback by the switching of the teapots than the breaking of one.
You're right. You'd expect it to be the other way around.
I suspect she might have been deliberately hiding the teapot underneath the cart.
But why?
One of Ubiquium's key characteristics is its minty fragrance. So what if she'd been hiding some in that teapot?
What? In the teapot?
It's simply a possibility, but one worth investigating, I believe. Mr. Winner, any luck finding that Ubiquium?
Oh! My people are searching the entire gallery, but they haven't found anything yet. And what about you? Don't tell me you know where it came from.
I may have an idea.
I knew it! If I can't find it, there's no chance of use it. What? You do know where it came from?
Yes.
What? Where?
Miss Bound's teapot.
Wow, nice piece. I like it. Yeah, this looks like a fitting prize for a natural-born winner.
It's not a prize. It's a vital piece of evidence.
Oh, it's just evidence? Well, then I'll have one of the forensics people check it out.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Edgeworth? Is there some sort of problem with my teapot?
Possibly. The minty fragrance we noticed coming from it. I think it just might be the scent of one of the chemicals used to make the poison gas.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, surely you don't think I had anything to do with that?
I'm afraid I do. The method used to create the gas would have required considerable preparation. Nobody would have had the time or the opportunity to set that up except you.
That's not strictly true. It took around a week to get Zodiac Hall ready for the exhibition. There were all kinds of people coming and going through here during that time. Delicia, for one. So you see, I'm not the only person who could have set it all up.
Miss Scone is on our radar too, of course. You didn't worry about that.
And besides, I wouldn't know the first thing about making poison gas. So even if you find some ubiquium in my pot, I wouldn't have any idea what to do with it. But I suppose we should see what the test results say first.
What the? Miss Bound claims she doesn't know the first thing about making poison gas. I need to find a way to prove that she's lying.
How did she?
Edgeworth speaking.
Sir, it's me.
Hey, there's my boy. That's my favorite boy. There he is. That's what I like to see. There's my boy.
Is everything all right, Detective?
Everybody's left the Winter Wing. It's just me in here now, which means I can tell you what we found out.
He really shouldn't be sharing information about the investigation. But after the past week or so, I'm not about to stop him now.
So the exhibits in here have all completely melted. All that's left in the display cases is some, stuff at the bottom. It's blue. More of it in the Taurus case than in the Gemini case, though.
Oh yeah, there is a distinct difference.
Describe the stuff for me if you can. Yes, sir. It's like a pale blue liquid. I had the lab run some tests just now. The sample from the Taurus case just had a bunch of sugar in it. But the one from the Gemini case had 3 different substances in it. Which were? Sugar, salt, and blood. Blood?
What is salt and blood doing in the Gemini case's sample?
Can't imagine whose blood it could possibly be, but I'll get it tested right away, sir.
You do that, buddy.
Please do, Detective. Oh, I also spoke over the radio with the forensics guy working the fountain room. He said he just got word that the sugar they found in the fountain matches the sugar in the pale blue liquid. I see. That might well prove to be a significant development.
Gemini case analysis results. All right.
Anything else to report, Detective? Yes, sir. We found one of those light-emitting devices here in the Winter Wing, too. There are a few of those being used in the Autumn Wing to disguise it as the Winter Wing, as I recall.
It seems the equipment from 18 years ago is more than just for show. I need to talk to Miss Scone about this.
Anyhow, I better be getting back to it. I'll let you know as soon as we hear from the lab about that blood. Yes. Thank you, Detective.
Is it just me, or is it feels like the Ace Attorney Investigations version of Gumshoe is significantly more competent? I'm not saying he was incompetent in the original trilogy. I'm not saying that. But it feels like the Investigations games are giving him significantly more prominence and use. I know it's probably because, well, it's Edgeworth, and if it's Edgeworth, you gotta have Gumshoe. But it really does feel like they're actually giving Gumshoe more and more time to shine, and like he still has his moments of being a bumbling, lovable dork, but I don't know. We're getting more positives with him, and I love it.
Was that Gummy? Seemed like he had a lot to say.
He did, and all of it very useful. If I'm going to prove that Miss Bound's claims about who could have set up the poison gas trap are false, I'll need to talk to a certain somebody else who was here 18 years ago. Delicia Scone? You and I need to have a talk. Miss Scone, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may.
Of course, dear, fire away. Anything for you, Milesy Smilesy, and dear sweet little Tooth Decay.
I'd appreciate it if that was the last time you called me Milesy Smilesy.
not a fan of tooth decay either.
Well, you just have to like it or lump it. I can't change the nickname once I've settled on it.
Well, I guess we tried.
What can you tell us about the various devices used to decorate the gallery's exhibits? There seems to be some pretty specialized items in use. Light-emitting devices, luminous fabrics.
Ooh, I can tell you all about those, dearie. After all, I'm the one who gave them to Moody Judy. It was my way of saying sorry after I broke the rules all those years ago. I bought her 4 lovely new soap lamps, and I gave her the 4 pieces of luminous cloth I used for the contest.
Wow, that's super generous of you.
Well, us girls have to do our best, don't we? Not everybody understands, of course.
That had better not be a dig at me, Delish. I told you how kind I thought that was.
Yes, back when you were a dear, sweet, innocent baby boy. What happened to you,
A dear, sweet, innocent baby boy? Mr. Fender? Can't quite picture that, I have to say.
Anyway. So these decorations, they're all the same as the ones you saw 18 years ago, correct?
Yep, salt lamps, glowing fabric, light-emitting doodads, the whole bit.
There are 4 luminous cloths in use in the autumn wing. But I'm sure I saw another one somewhere.
I'm not lying. Oh, it's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it.
What is she looking for?
That's not it. Then that's not it.
That cloth looks familiar. Maybe I should jog her memory with something so Miss Scone will tell us more. Oh, I've already got a great idea. Miss Scone, you're something of a specialist. How might someone learn to make the poison gas that was used in the attack? Any ideas?
Well, any pharmacist who's ever handled infesticide ultra would know for a start. After all, it says right here on the label, do not mix with products containing ubiquium. Ever.
But what about a layperson? It's unlikely they'd know, wouldn't you say?
I mean, I suppose so, yes. Well, not unless they'd had a nose through the ultimate cookbook anyway.
The prize from the contest 18 years ago.
The recipe for making infesticide ultra, along with that not mixing with ubiquium bit, is in there, you know.
Ooh, interesting. So there's the thing we can catch Miss Judy Bound on the lie. So, you're familiar with the contents of the book?
Oh, yes, dear, I know it inside out. Because I work for the Tangaroa Group, you see. We're the company behind Cold Killer X. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Cold Killer X. Fights back sniffles and sneezes with ease, apparently.
After Sammy Poople was found guilty, the company took custody of the book. But they only granted the most trusted people access to it, of course.
Which means Miss Scone is one of these elites, I suppose. I want you to look at this drawing.
Ooh, look at that, a picture of silly old me.
That's right. You seem to have caught the artist's eye.
You mean lovely Laurie Lampkin? I'll have to have a word with him and say thanks.
Well, I'll be glad to introduce you.
And there's the evil smirk.
Oh, wow, I didn't look at this. This dark shade of blue. Being around such a calming color from time to time just might do me some good.
Are you thinking about Phoenix again?
No?
It's also just the right color for sneaking around in the dead of night. But I need something a lot brighter if I wanted to make a big splashy entrance.
You can do both with this cloth through the power of buttons, though.
Oh yeah! In that case, I'll take 5.
Wait, I can't look at this? Really? Oh, I can look at the back of it. These must be the switches that change the color of the cloth. Let's see if they work. Ooh. Well, the cloth has certainly changed color. Oh. It's glowing with a pale blue hue.
And according to Detective Gumshoe, this is what it looked like when it was still draped over that statue.
Indeed. But what does that have to do with the case? I guess that's it. All right. Okay. You had a piece of fabric like this in your bag, did you not, Miss Scone? Albeit a somewhat grimier one.
Grimy! How rude! You won't get people to cooperate with your little investigation like that, young man!
Shall I call it a dish towel, then? Perhaps you used it to wipe up some sort of spillage.
A spillage, he says! The cheek! That's a piece of highly specialized luminous cloth! Oh, I probably should have told you that.
I think I'd like to know a little bit more about this highly specialized luminous cloth, if you don't mind. Why didn't you want me to know you had a piece of luminous cloth in your bag?
Oh, well... I suppose there's no point in hiding it now, is there? If you must know, I fished it out of the fountain.
Oh.
It was right before they called me into the autumn wing.
So Larry's sketch of Miss Scone is of when she was trying to retrieve the cloth.
At first, I thought it was one of the ones I'd given Moody Judy.
One of the 4 you'd given to the gallery, correct?
Exactly! But all 4 were being used in the autumn wing, weren't they? So I realized it must be the one that went missing all those years ago. I'd already had my Infesticide Ultra pinched and used to make poisonous gas. If one of my cloths turned out to have been used in some sort of dastardly deed to... well... I was going to look guilty as sin, wasn't I? So I kept it hidden in my bag and hoped for the best.
I see.
Oh, it does feel good to get it off my chest, though. Stress is no good for the complexion.
So the cloth that disappeared 18 years ago, the one that the victim was wrapped in, just happens to reappear in the fountain at the same time as the body. Aha! Got it, got it.
Where are you, Judy?
What kind of pharmaceutical recipes are in the Ultimate Cookbook?
Oh, there are so many. It would take a while to go through them all. But if you really want to know, well, then let's start the show. Come join me as we sing this song. It's a nifty thrifty 2 hours long. Now, one by one, we'll sing the things that the world's best little cookbook brings. What do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Want to listen to the rest?
No! That won't be necessary.
Okay. Oh wait, Eddie's got something new? Hey, he does! Tell me, Fender, what kind of person is Miss Bound?
Huh? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you've got a thing for her, Milester.
I do not.
Chill, chill. I'm just yanking your chain. Anyway, what can I say about Jude's? Well, she's a real brave trooper, for one. What else do you call someone who waits around for 18 whole years like she has for Samson? Even after his extended family kicked her out of this place.
What? What? They threw her out?
Yep. Jude's wasn't technically part of the family, so there was nothing she could do. She had nothing, nobody, and no job after Samson took the fall. So she had no choice but to take what he taught her and make her own way in showbiz. She's retired from all that now, though.
Yes. Why did she retire?
She'd finally made enough to buy the old place back. She even got the Ultimate Cookbook back from the Tangaroa group after they basically stole it.
Jesus.
Guess this place and everything to do with it was all she ever cared about. So she just wanted it back. All of it.
Fender seems very sympathetic to Miss Bound's plight. But from a less charitable perspective, she has, in a way, taken everything in Mr. Tangaroa's for herself.
Yep.
The Ultimate Cookbook contained instructions on how to create the poison gas. And the current owner of that book is none other than Miss Judy Bound.
No way. You mean...
I'm afraid I do. Miss Bound would have been perfectly capable of setting up the gas trap. Finally, we can prove that she's been lying to us.
Hooray! Heal myself from my stupidity.
And that's that. All that's left now is to await the results of the tests on the teapot. That's one way to end the episode. Teapot! Ooh!
Oh my god, looking at the last time I played this. A whole ass month. Whew, oh boy. Alright, some people are going to be upset because in about a week or so, I'm going to be going to Italy. Shit! Oh wait, no, that's a good thing. Bye.